The Pistons without Blake Griffin.
Is out of the paint. Don't allow him to get out in transition, and that starts with you really operating offensively well. And how about that play right off the bat, Middleton?
To the trade deadline. You know, they're going to need a lot from Maker with the Pistons in this series. Here comes Drummond.
I'll tell you what, every year as a scorer as well, and a terrific defender for this Pistons team.
Here's Antetokounmpo putting it down, and he's...
Your hopes, though, is that you can get some confidence for some of these young guys who haven't had the opportunity to perform in the postseason.
Lopez! D. Jackson, that's a three-pointer. No Griffin. They're going to need a lot from Jackson tonight, and until Griffin's able to come back. And Antetokounmpo is putting it on the Pistons.
Defense has been terrific as well. Contesting shots, steals, rebounding the basketball, not giving up anything easy other than Drummond at the finish.
Drummond with his second field goal, and that's been one of the big differences when you look at what Budenholzer has been able to accomplish as Middleton hits on a...
It's really impressive from this Bucks group.
Lopez from way deep.
That was a heat check there, partner. I mean, he shot that with like he was Steph Curry. He wasn't even set before he let that one go.
Today, Antetokounmpo, the drive and kick. That's Bledsoe. And the rebound putback is Yannick. Trader by Faster. So excited to have you with us here. Bruce City, Sterling Brown.
It's been what they've been able to do defensively that's allowed them to kind of blow this thing open here early on.
It's their second postseason appearance in 10 years. Their first since the 15-16 season as Ellington hits on the...
It's been a struggle, and it does. The other thing it allows you to do as an organization. Nice pass there from Middleton to get Connaughton.
So much really taking Drummond away from the paint, something that the Pistons coaches will try to combat in the series. There's Connaughton again, and he's headed to the free throw line.
And this is an area, for the most part, has been in rhythm. And they've been dictating on both sides of the floor.
Beautiful dribble drive, and right
or at the three-point line. Well, this Bucks team, from a defensive standpoint, with the addition of Lopez, they defend the rim so well, and they also be able to mix in that mid-range game, and that's really the weakness of this Pistons team. And Dwayne Casey talked about it in our pregame meeting. As Lopez knocks out at this stage of his career, he's a perfect piece of the puzzle. Is Drummond there with the steal?
Drummond to the rack, can't put it down, and it is stuck back. Today, still out with that left knee injury.
And remember, this is a Bucks team, and that's a nice find by Brown getting it.
One of the big reasons why was the play of that man, Andre Drummond. Out of Smith, fading away and hits. 0-4 from downtown. Here's Hill, shot clock down to 6. Hill shoots over the top of Drummond. That's a long deuce. Mike Budenholzer telling us that the hope is that he'll be back at some point, Greg, in the second round. And he, of course, will add that extra element that they've been missing. Kennard to the rack. Seconds left in the quarter. Here he comes again, full head of steam. Connaughton from deep. Splash! Evolution as a three-point shooting team. They led the league in scoring offense, Greg, at better than 118 points per game. Pretty impressive start, Zaza Pachulia.
And it's really been a formula for success for them as Brown there in the passing lane. And they are just, I tell you, inside it, trusting Lopez and Giannis on that back line.
So Nikola Mirotic has checked into the game for the Bucks as Kennard hits.
Thought he would be. So I like the addition of him for this group.
This is Hill on a three. Got it again! Into the corner to Galloway. Intended pass for Pachulia, broken up by Sterling Brown. Antetokounmpo! Greg, they finally missed.
Yeah, that was a really good rebound there, too, by Thon Maker. And gets rewarded on the other end. And that was an example of it as Maker gets the finish.
Maker, the 10th overall pick by Milwaukee back in 2016 as Bledsoe goes poked away as Maker bothers him in the paint. First time they have kind of thwarted Giannis in the paint in this game. That is Kennard.
And I know who you would have voted for. That is for sure.
I unfortunately did not have a vote. I don't know if a Greek could vote for another Greek. Nice. What a start for Mike Budenholzer and his Bucks. Beautiful backdoor cut. Nice defensive recovery by Ilyasova on Ellington, but Kennard starting to heat up to play before halftime. Middleton, first-time All-Star this season, has been lights out since the break, better than 21 per game. Dropping a dime to hit.
Impact as well with their understanding and unselfishness of how to play the game.
Beautiful little floater. Robinson, well short. Everything worked.
They really prepared themselves.
When you watch Giannis Antetokounmpo play, what makes him special?
Well, I think, having someone who's plays the front line, he gets the ball off the backboard and turns into a guard, sets up his teammates' best record. So he should definitely be in consideration for that.
Kareem, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Jamie Best. Greg just went crazy.
It's funny. There's this debate going around. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. Always LeBron in the conversation, and Kobe claim to that title.
Could go back even further than that. His high school days at Power Memorial in New York City.
UCLA.
Absolutely. Griffin, obviously a huge loss for them, but Milwaukee is playing about as well as anyone could have hoped.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, the unselfishness.
Giannis said that Antetokounmpo already a double-double. And the Bucks getting everything they want. 2 quarters complete. Bledsoe able to get inside. He's missed a couple of chippies underneath. It's a tough way to start the postseason for Dwayne Casey. Sterling Brown on a 3.
That he was still able to get into the paint is the issue. I think from a strategy standpoint defensively, you got to do a better job of getting to Giannis earlier.
Everyone knows the numbers. 70% shooter inside the paint. He's only 29% outside the paint in terms of his field goal percentage. And there he is again. But too much.
Probably because he hadn't had to shoot him. That's probably the first mid-range he's taken this game. He's been able to get wherever he wants, whenever.
For Drummond, only his 3rd basket. You certainly had the sense that they were going to need a monster night for him just to have a chance. But hasn't been the case. Middleton system.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Having to make the adjustment. The game was going to be played differently, but to his credit, as a secondary scorer. But I do think if this team has a legit chance to win it, he is going to be so vital to their success because of that ability right there.
39 points. And Brook Lopez having a good old time. Wayne Ellington around a screen and hits. On Wednesday night. That would give him about a full week of rest with that left knee injury.
And partner, let's not kid ourselves. They were 0-4 with it in the regular season. But this is a Bucks team that has a chance to be special. And I'm not going to sit here and be disingenuous and say that they got a chance.
8 threes to begin the 3rd quarter. It has been incredible. Here he comes again.
Oh, goodness.
And
it's going to get better. It is really frightening because I don't know that there will be an answer for this guy at the rate he's developing.
And he is sprinkling his stardust on the NBA postseason already. Bledsoe inside, beautifully done.
Passer. And because he can do so many things physically, he can create passing angles because of his athleticism. A few words with multiple syllables, things like that.
You weren't always this mild mannered.
No, you have it happen sometimes, and that's the positive side.
Baker or anyone on this Detroit team, no answers for this world. Ignites a little bit of a break. Kennard just can't get the 3 off. Nicely done by Ilyasova. This is Galloway with the corner. Postseason 36-point lead here in Game 1 over Detroit. Shorthanded without Blake Griffin.
And you know what's about to happen in one.
It's a wild scene outside. Didn't put a damper on the excitement level of this fan base.
No.
And the way the Bucks have played.
The building, the Fiserv Forum, or the team, because both have been stellar. This is a beautiful facility, one of the nicest in our entire.
For the Lakers out west. First time we'll see a team from the East not led by LeBron James, go to the NBA Finals as Sterling Brown hits from tonight and then some. But Greg, they have thrown down the gauntlet to the rest of the team, certainly in the East and the entire NBA. That is cut.
They get an opportunity to redeem themselves and hope that Blake is able to come out and give them something.
There's Patchouli on a little floater case. Very good player from Milwaukee the last couple of years. You saw his role diminished a bit this season with the depth that they have had. There's Luke Kennard.
For this game tonight for Detroit.
He's got 18 points. Dribble drive, beautiful finish. Smith back to Kennard. Trying to shake Connaughton, who was there, and he hits. That's a long two. See what the next couple of days have in store in terms of what Blake Griffin's status will be here for Game 2 on Wednesday night. And so this was about as bad a start he can be when he's got it going from deep. His first game action, as we told you, coming back from that thumb injury since March 19th.
And I tell you,
Be interesting for them.
I think it will be. And listen, they've got a roster. I think the one thing that helps, though, is the style that they play. Nice pass there by Ilya. So on that big triple, them getting the win on the road and shocking that Toronto Raptors fan base.
What a job by Steve Clifford. We'll see them on Tuesday night. 35.
And, you know, there's an old saying, it actually wasn't that close.
The Milwaukee Bucks beginning what they hope will be a very deep run through the NBA postseason.